Okay. Hotep, everyone. And this is going to be a quick video on why androgynous straight men or straight men who identify themselves as androgynous, because remember, there are only two types of androgyny. The first type deals with bisexuality, and the second type deals with a human being's brain, the left and right hemispheres of their brain, their logical and intellectual side, and then their emotional and spiritual side, which is also connected to their right brain. Okay, now, also, as a disclaimer, um, we 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 want to let um black we want to let black gay people know that we are not um we are not homo prejudice towards you. Okay, we don't hate you, and we don't disfavor, which also means to dislike, and we don't disfavor you. But being as though that there there is a war on being as though that there is a war on alpha heterosexual males, we regret to inform you that we have to segregate ourselves from you. However, there is some good that's going to come out of this. We will continue to enlighten you. We will continue to help you in the health department when you're sick. Excuse me. We will continue to help you when you're sick, help you in fashion, etc. But we cannot and must not, according to the great goddess segment, which I will put in this video in a few minutes. According to the great goddess, the great lion, the great warrior lioness segment, we have to separate ourselves from you, because even though we may identify ourselves as androgynous, and we know that androgyny in straight men exists, we we have to separate ourselves from you. Okay, only because there is a war on the annihilation of alpha male heterosexuality. So they want to eliminate men like me, even though I identify and live as androgynous spiritually. I'm still a straight man, and from what we're dealing with culturally and politically and possibly socially, possibly, they 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 want they want black men like me out of the picture. Okay? Um as we stated, we love you, but we have to separate and segregate ourselves from you, because whether you realize it or not, whether you realize it or not, we we are almost losing you from the white gay agenda. I don't I don't know I don't know how the black gay men feel. I don't know how you all feel, but we are aware that there is a war going on. Okay? So so we will help you if you need it. But we have but we have to segregate ourselves from you, because we we don't want our women looking at us like we are we okay, let me say this intellectually. We don't want our black women perceiving us as homosexuals. And then on top of it, it's not our nature, because in our reality we identify as heterosexuals. Okay? This does not mean that we hate you. This does not mean that we dislike you. But in regards to what's going on, we have to separate and segregate from you, because there are those of us black heterosexual men who have feminine sides, and most black women, whether submissive or dominant, they 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 don't they choose to dislike femininity in a straight man, because they're so used to the perception and idea that a straight man is supposed to have a machismo consciousness. But little do they know that this type of logic can be abusive. Okay? And I've taught on this quite a few times. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I've taught on this quite a few times. People want to talk about, toxic masculinity. Okay? Let's not forget that there there are ideologies and subjects such as toxic femininity. Okay? And also, um toxic heterosexuality as well. And the reason why we say toxic is because um you you have straight men and straight women who 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 may be physically, mentally, emotionally, and verbally abusive. You know what I mean? So observe yourselves before you observed and try to dissect the reality of others. Okay? So to my gay men out there, I want to state that uh, we 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 love you, we respect you, and if you need our help in anything, we will be glad to assist you. But as far as being romantic with you, I'm sorry, we can't do that. It's just not our nature. Because we love our women, we want to exist for our women, and we want to protect our women. And not only our women, our children. Okay? So again, as a disclaimer, we are not we are not I won't say homophobes, because why why be afraid of someone's sexuality? Okay? I think I think that you conscious black gay people need to use a better word. How about homo prejudice? Okay? So again, we're not homo prejudice, and we're not being homo disfavorable towards you, but being as though that there is a war going on between, alpha heterosexual males and white gay males. I don't know if black gay males are participating in this type of war as well. Um, but if you are, I I'll just say this: shame on you. Okay, shame shame on you, and I don't I don't consider you my brother if you are if you are participating in this type of war, because you are participating in in the um in the formation of uh cultural black modern genocide. Okay, and also um the reason why I used Anpu in this picture, it and I let people know this before, that Anpu was one of the, well, next to Dejanti, aka Tahuti, right? Anpu was one of the first androgynous straight men, one of the first co- comedic metrosexuals. He was one of the first. Um, he was one of the first metrosexuals um, ever to exist in Egypt, and then came along Dejanti, aka Tahuti, and Thoth to the whites. Ugh, I hate using Greek names. But anyway, to my once again to my black gay community, we we love you, but romantically, we 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 cannot grow in love with you because it is against our nature to do so. Okay, and there is a war going on. So, with that being said, let's not do anything to corrupt our sexuality. Yes? Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video. Hotapu, everyone.